What's your function? The most significant and sacred role that the monarch has in our constitutional system is that of being the head of the armed forces. The Queen and the King are in command of the Army, Navy, and Air Force. This is a solemn and holy bond between those who fight to defend us and our sovereign. They fight for the King and Queen and they lay down their lives for them. Every King and Queen decides to fight for their armed forces, and the monarch reveres them and prays for them. Throughout history, the monarch has sacrificed their lives for their monarchs. At Westminster Abbey lies the tomb of the unknown soldier to whom all monarchs bow in genuflect to. There is a place in Britain that is sacred, holy ground, as sacred as any religious space in the world. The scene attack commemorates our war dead. When passing by it, all members of the royal family bow their heads. During the Jubilee you could see Prince George, Charlotte and Louis lowering their heads. Let's consider what Harry did to our past president and future monarchs. He abused and lied about the Queen and sadistically mistreated her in her final years. He abused the King, even writing in his book about fantasizing about calling in a jet fighter to bomb his car and eliminate him, and he is openly incited and declared hatred and war on the future King, his brother. Even Britain's worst enemies could not have spat on and abused our King, Queen and future King as Harry has done. He spat on them, abused the solemn duty, and yet styles himself as the man who cares for the wounded veterans of the British soldier, whilst his fat hate at the monarch of past, present and future that they swear loyalty and allegiance to and are prepared to give their lives for, and now their sacrifice and suffering are no more than a backdrop for publicity for the narcissistic sociopath wife. The kind of woman that saw passed away children in Uvalde has a great opportunity for self-promotion. They've been abused by him too. Harry defiles everything he touches. When he reached America he declared parts of the American Constitution that American men have fought and died to protect and defend as bonkers, then seeks to lead to half American veterans at the Warrior Games and Pearl Harbor. The 38-year-old was seen sharing a few flirting words with 4 women watching the event in San Diego. Well, it's not clear what he said. These spectators can be seen beaming at the Duke during the brief exchange on his way to San Diego for his first public appearance since his phone acting trial in London. Harry joked about with volunteers, colleagues, and family at the event, which was akin to his own Invictus game. He appeared to be in a good mood. Prince Harry has already stated that the Warrior Game served as the model for this year's Invictus Games, which will take place in Dusseldorf. However, after Meghan was linked to an allegation that she used charity funds for personal expenses, Netflix terminated the arrangements for the movie Invictus Games. Invictus has to be pressured by the UK government to fire this loser. Here, he receives the royal treatment throughout their events while criticizing the nation and government that provide the lion's share of the funding due to Invictus. Additionally, the American military treats him like royalty, first at Pearl Harbor and now at the Warrior Games. Harry seems to be representing the UK diplomatically throughout these occasions, and this has to stop.